Welcome back to A Closer Look. If you're just joining us, I'm going to reintroduce my guests. We have Donna Davidson with PetWorks, which used to be the former Kingsport Animal Shelter, and she's executive director there. And Carolyn Kessner, an old friend of mine that is an account executive at The Loafer and is taking the reins of this fundraiser for PetWorks to try and get a bunch of money raised so they can better suit the animals in our area.
Yes.
Welcome. So tell me a little bit more about the fundraiser and how, if people cannot give monetarily, how can they give in other ways?
We're always in need of volunteers at the shelter. There's many different things that they can do. They can come, they can walk dogs, they can help clean kennels, they can do laundry, just numerous things that, you know, we do all day long. So there's always something there for people to do if they're interested in doing that.
And people don't realize that things that they might think they should just throw away might be useful.
Right. We take donations of old blankets, old towels, newspapers, just, you know, things like that.
Yeah, that's helpful to keep the dogs and cats comfortable.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And I think you can volunteer without even actually coming to the shelter at the adoption events, right?
Right.
So some people that I talk to in the community really want to help and really want to volunteer, but they struggle going to the shelter. You know, they're like, oh, if I go in there, I'm going to want to take everything home. But you can actually help in a large way without even showing up at the shelter. So we have adoption events. Is it still every Saturday?
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday next to Panera.
Okay.
Over there on Eastman Road. There's an empty space in there that they have been gracious enough to, you know, we've been using for several months now, I think.
Oh, really? Next to Panera?
Or
this weekend, I think it's Buffalo Wild Wings.
Is it Buffalo Wild Wings?
Oh, it's at different places?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
But generally on Saturdays from 11 to 2, they have an adoption event somewhere. And there's a Facebook group just for that. And one of the volunteers there, Mindy, will send out emails to people. But and that's great for people that maybe don't want to go to the shelter because they're afraid they're going to take something else home. So you can just show up at the event, and once you've said yes, I'll go, you go there and they bring you an animal, and you know, you just kind of you know, hang out with that dog or cat for a couple hours, and hopefully it gets adopted, and if not, it goes back on the van and it goes back for the next time. But
so you just spend time to make it feel comfortable and introduce it to strangers and stuff, so people aren't just grabbing at the dogs and scaring them and cats and things like that.
Yeah. So
that's a nice
they can come
idea.
out and spend a few hours on Saturday and volunteer and help the shelter without actually going into the shelter if that's a struggle for them.
Okay.
We also have a program called Doggy Day Out program.
Oh, okay.
Where people actually come to the shelter and choose a dog. It has to be over 2 years old because some of them aren't fully vaccinated, but they can take them out for the day. They can take them to like Bays Mountain Park or just you know, Warriors, and spend time with them for the day, and then they'll bring them back right before we close or whenever they get finished.
That's a great idea. Is that new or has that always been?
It's new. It's been last 3-4 months probably.
That's a great idea. And it also, if they want to kind of like try out a dog.
Right.
But it's also great for the dog to get out and have some fun and get away from the shelter.
Right. And it's been a really good thing. It helps get the adoptions up because,
It does.
you know, you take these dogs out and everybody's, you know, when I'm out with my dog, everybody's like, oh, I love your dog, how great, how pretty. So when you're out with a shelter dog and they have harnesses and leashes that say adopt me. So they're out in the public space and then, you know, they interact with people. We have had some support from local businesses. It's not officially been rolled out yet, but what we're working towards is some of the local businesses that are dog friendly to help promote it. I will give you a discount off if you come with a dog from the shelter and you're volunteering in this dog day out, you know, and helping a dog out for the day. Like, you know, Beef O'Brady's, you can take a dog on the patio there, here in Kingsport, you know, and some other places, and they are you know, helping out, saying if you come with a dog from the shelter and you want to come out, you know, on the patio, we'll give you, you know, 10% off or whatever. So that's helping to promote it as well, because the more visible they are and, you know, interacting with the public, the better better for the dog, the better for the
Right.
shelter, the better for everybody.
Well, I know there's like you were talking about beef O'Brady's, there are more and more pet-friendly places around here.
Yes.
Like, for instance, I saw on Facebook tonight's Yappy Hour at High Voltage.
At High Voltage, yeah.
And I was like, that's cute, Yappy Hour. So you can bring your dog at 6 o'clock and just hang out and have something to eat and drink and just enjoy being in a public place with your dog and other dogs. And you're having a nice
Exactly.
time and they're having a nice time. I think that's
Right.
a cool idea. But I remember 17 years ago going to the animal shelter at the time and getting my sweet little baby. I got Bosco. He's a little mix. I don't know, a terrier poodle mix. And he's been the best pet I could ever imagine. And he's still going.
Shelter pets are the best.
Yeah, they really are. I love it.
My
And
dog came from there.
Ava?
Yeah, Ava came from the shelter. I went looking for a lab or a lab mix, and I think I looked for, I don't know, 6 months after my Dalmatian died, and I ended up with her. I thought, this is the silliest thing I'm going to do all year because I'm a renter, and sometimes that's hard with pit bulls.
Yeah.
But immediately I clicked with her, and I've never regretted it. She's been just the kindest, most gentle dog. And I do a lot of animal rescue. I've always got kittens or cats or something, and she's so good with all of them. But
Oh, that's
she's
wonderful.
I
a
have
good
5 dogs that all came from the shelter. So
I have 2 rescues. I love it. They're the best pets.
They are.
So again, this fundraiser is starting April.
April the 20th. It's a
20th.
week from Friday,
And what time does it begin?
6 p.m.
6 p.m. at the Sleepy Owl Brewery, Main Street, downtown Kingsport. If you want more information, you can go to petworkstn.com and learn everything you want to learn about what's going on there. But I'll be there April 20th, 6 p.m. Sleepy Owl, and it's going to be fun. And they're going to have specials for the lunch party there.
Opie's Pizza Wagon, I think, is the food truck there that night, and they're amazing. But Brian, that owns the brewery, he is making us a special brew, a keg called the Shelter Blues Brew. So
The
we will
Shelter
get the Shelter Blues Brew.
Blues Brews.
So we'll get the proceeds from that. So please come out and drink a blues brew.
hey, that's a win-win.
It is. You can't
You're
lose
having
with that.
fun. You're enjoying a little brew with your pizza.
Well, and Sleepy Owl is dog friendly. There's another place that's dog friendly.
Oh, very
So,
good.
I've been getting messages all week, can I bring my dog? Yes, you can bring. Can I bring my kid? Yes, you can bring your child, obviously.
You can bring your child
Yes.
and your
Kid-friendly
dog.
too.
Yep, as long as if they're under 18, they've got to have an adult with them. Obviously, we're not, but you can bring your children and your dogs. And so we're hoping it's going to be a big community thing.
And
Gonna
you
have
can
a
bring
good
your
time.
pocketbook, and you can bring.
Yes, you can come meet all our featured fundraisers. So
But these are great shirts, and I hope that you see a lot of them around town.
we're excited about it. I hope so too.
And you said you have stickers. What do the stickers say?
The same thing. The Show Me Your Pitties, and it's got the same artwork, and it'll have our logo. Like our logo's on the back of these, the PetWorks logo, so it'll have the PetWorks logo on the bottom. And those are for people that you can put it on the back of your Jeep or your notebook, or your musicians put it on their amplifier. I know
Yes.
people that cover their amps and stickers. So whatever you want to do with it. But
And you can just donate money on the site as well.
you can just donate money to the shelter.
Okay, are there any other things besides the stickers and the t-shirts, or is that pretty much it as far as merchandise?
That's it. for
And
the
then you can
merchandise.
donate, and as Donna mentioned, you can always go and just help out at the shelter, or bring paper towels, drop off food. And we used to go when the kids were little and bring a box of milk bones and just
Right.
feed the
They love
dogs
their
a
milk
little
bones.
biscuit, and we'd go out and walk around just the grounds with them and pet them and just sit in there and scratch their ears. Loved it. They loved doing that. So just
Yeah.
bring your kids by to love on those animals. Now, the kittens and the cats, do they get a kitty day out as well?
They don't get a kitty day out, but we do have the new expansion. It's the meet and greet room that was added on about a month ago. We had our ribbon cutting and all of that, the Carson Taylor Memorial for the meet and greet room, which they can take cats into and interact with them and just let them run around a little bit, and they can do that in that room.
So do you have more cats or dogs, or is it pretty much an equal need?
Well, right now it's pretty equal. Of course, it is kitten season.
Oh,
So we know what that means. We will be bombarded.
Yeah.
So,
Every
yeah.
summer.
Spay and neuter, spay and neuter.
Please spay and
Definitely.
neuter, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so April 20th, we're going to be at Sleepy Owl.
We
Plan
are.
on having pizza that night.
That's right. And fun.
and fun. I'll bring probably Buddy, because Bosco is, my
Right.
poor little Bosco is deaf and blind. He won't know what the heck's going on. But 6 o'clock, Sleepy Owl Brewery, Main Street, downtown Kingsport. And again, more information, petworkstn.com.
And then, of
And you
course,
can
on
give
Facebook.
donations there.
Yeah.
What is that?
And on Facebook. You can follow our Facebook page.
Okay, what is it on Facebook? Just Petworks?
Petworks.
Petworks, it's Petworks-Kingsport Animal Services. But if you just put in Petworks, it'll pull it
come
up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's cool. And are there pictures of the pets you have at the shelter there so people can go through and maybe just, do you have it on the website?
They are on the website. We're trying to really keep that updated. And also, people that take them out on the doggy day out, if they want to video it and put it
Oh,
on the
okay.
website, they can do that and show
That's
the dog
cool.
on it, while it's out for the day.
Is the picture you took of the featured people around town, like with Chris and the ones I took? And are they going to be on Facebook?
They will. They'll be on our Facebook. We'll share them on our Facebook page, and they'll be on the website. All that will be up and available on the 20th.
Okay, I can't wait to see which one, because I was being kind of a nut with my dog.
I haven't even seen all the photos yet. We've got a Yellow Tree Photography, which is a local photographer. Her name is Barbara, and she's here in Kingsport, and she has been volunteering her time and her gas money and all this stuff, and driving around, with me and
And
doing
taking
all
the
these
pictures?
photo shoots.
Oh, yeah, that's who took our photo. She was
Yeah,
very sweet.
Barbara.
She does it professionally.
Yeah, she owns Yellow Tree Photography. That's what she does for a living. So.
Okay, well, very good. Okay, so one last push for the launch party for Show Me Your Pitties.
Your
And that
Pitties
means,
fundraiser.
and Pitties meaning the pit bulls, because
bulls.
there's so many of them at the shelter,
Right.
the pit bulls and pit bull mixes. April 20th, the launch party to help this fundraiser to help get a bigger facility and what our animals need here in town.
Right.
So we hope to see you there April 20th at the Sleepy Owl Brewery, and let's get our animals in town the help they need. And thank you for joining us on a closer look. I'll see you again next week.